Hi, I'm Greg Dell here with attorney Alex Palamara, and we are going to discuss a recent victory on an appeal that you had against, I believe it was Lincoln Financial.
Correct.
And what's important about this particular appeal is that it kind of establishes two things. One is that a claimant always has an obligation to get medical records in. And on the flip side of that, it's that a company like Lincoln Financial will seize on any opportunity, even if it's ridiculous, to deny a claim.
They will.
So give us a little background about your client, the claim, the medical condition, and then what you were able to do for this client to get back the benefits.
Well, it turned out to be one of the most ridiculous denials I've seen to date, and I've done hundreds of appeals, so I've seen a lot of denials. In this instant, my client used to work for ACI Worldwide. She was a senior engineer. She worked there from 1986 until 2005. Unfortunately for her, she had to stop working because she suffered from viral vestibular neuritis. It left her with disabling conditions that she could no longer work at her own occupation. She filed a claim for benefits, and luckily for her, Lincoln approved her claim. And that was in 2006. She started receiving long-term disability benefits. In 2008, she actually got a letter from Lincoln saying, hey, listen, we've reviewed everything, all your updated medical records. We see no reason to continually performing reviews. We're going to put you into the mature file category. Essentially what that means is that they're only going to request either annually or maybe every 2 years updated forms that she needs to have completed or updated forms that her doctors need to fill out. And they did this. So essentially from 2008 until 2016 or 2017 when they denied her claim, they literally only had her send in forms and her doctor fill out these attending physician statements that are literally 2 pages long for those 8 years of benefits, or whatever it was, 9 years of benefits. So in 2017, out of nowhere, she gets a denial letter. Shocked by this, because obviously her condition had not improved. She gets denied benefits. Luckily for us, and luckily for her, she found us, took a look at the denial letter. I knew something didn't smell right from everything that she was telling me. So I went ahead and ordered a copy of the claim file. Now, I've reviewed hundreds of claim files in my career. Typically, when a person's on claim for 24 months and they get denied after 2 years of benefits, a claim file is probably anywhere from 1,500 pages, maybe 2,500 pages, depending on how much medical documentation the person has submitted. If a person's on claim for 10 years, you'll see maybe 10,000 pages of medical records. This claim file was literally 359 pages, 50 pages of which was the actual policy. So it's 300 pages of random documents that the insurance company Lincoln came up with, random documents, the internal notes that they have conducted on the case, and a few pages of medical records, and the rest were those attending physician statements that my client and her doctor submitted over the years. And with the denial, essentially what Lincoln did was they had her claim reviewed by an outside doctor. The outside doctor took a look at the medical records that they sent to her, and she took a look at the records, and she said, I have no records beyond 2008. There's no way I can give restrictions and limitations beyond 2008. So this person, under the terms of the policy, is no longer disabled because there's no medical support here. The doctor even said, however, if updated medical support is given to me, my opinion can easily change. Even though Lincoln saw this from their own hired reviewing doctor, they went ahead and denied the claim. They performed no additional research whatsoever. My client, who remained disabled, got denied continued benefits. So she didn't found us. That had nothing to do with us. Unfortunately for us, I got the claim filed, did the appeal. Have to admit, it was one of the easier appeals I've ever done. I got updated medical records, and the support was still there. She's overwhelmingly disabled. We filed the appeal as quickly as we possibly can, doing the best job as we possibly could. Unfortunately for her, less than 60 days later, they reinstated her claim, and she's now receiving benefits again.
Well, that's it's just ridiculous that Lincoln would get the records and say, oh, we don't have medical records for 9 years and therefore there's no restrictions and limitations, and deny the claim, rather than simply call her up and say, hey, have you been to the doctor in the last year, or is there someone else we can talk to, rather than give her the inconvenience of saying, guess what, that check you've been getting every month for 9 years isn't going to come anymore. So kind of shows the heartless behavior you're dealing with from a disability insurance company, not specific to Lincoln, and not unusual from any other disability company. But it's also, I wouldn't say this is characteristic all the time of Lincoln, but this particular claims rep who had the claim should be ashamed, because it's just laziness or lack of intelligence or intentional reckless behavior to just cut the person off without even saying, hey, can you send us something else so maybe I can keep those checks coming, and have some consideration for the fact that this is your livelihood and you're counting on this money to come in. But nonetheless, it's great that you were able to do a successful appeal.
For sure. But what we should learn from this is that no matter if they lure you to sleep, the insurance company, it's your duty to provide proof of your claim. And it has to be ongoing proof. So even if they don't ask for it, and we do it in our cases, we always continue to provide updated proof of our client's disability, because we don't want to have this time period where our clients don't have disability benefits. And this poor lady went almost 7 months or 8 months without benefits.
Right.
I wish she came to us earlier. We could have got her, either kept her on claim or got her back on claim much sooner. And we're happy to get her back on claim. But she went 8 months without any income coming in from Lincoln.
Right. We weren't representing her beforehand, but you can't let your guard down even when they say, oh, we're going to send you to a mature unit, or oh, we're going to request a claim information once a year, because they're always monitoring the claim. Some new management comes in, like probably happened here, and they were like, oh, look at this one. They always pick through the claim. So there's no guarantee that they're just going to pay you for the rest of your life, unless you have like a catastrophic loss where you lost your hands or you lost your feet, and there's obviously a situation where you're not going to go back to work. So you always have to have your guard up and always maintain your claim so that the benefits continue for as long as you're entitled to them.
Exactly.
We look forward to the opportunity to speak with you. We represent claimants nationwide, whether you have a claim with Lincoln Financial at any stage, applying for a claim, continuance of claim, or you've been denied. We'll always offer you a free consultation. Feel free to call any of our attorneys, and we look forward to the opportunity to speak with you.